It's really happening.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Stephanie and Howard's wedding. Thank you to Caleb and Rachel for the beautiful processional music. I also wanted to thank everybody who came in from out of town to attend this wedding. I know it means a lot to Stephanie and Howard. Weddings are a chance for friends, family, and loved ones to get together to celebrate the permanence of the bride and groom's love. I can personally attest to just how much Howard and Stephanie are in love, which is why I'm so honored to be officiating their wedding. For those who don't know me, my name is Lindsay. Although I am an ordained minister, my day job does not involve giving people spiritual enlightenment, at least not intentionally. Howard and Stephanie wanted their wedding to be as different and unique as they are, which is part of the reason why I'm standing here today. Also, I'm their BFF. So it just makes sense. At this point, I should mention that Howard wrote this ceremony. So if you hear something that you like, feel free to congratulate me. If I say something that you find objectionable, Howard would like to make sure that everyone knows that it's bad form to criticize the groom at his wedding. And now, in keeping with the wishes of the bride and groom, I'm going to spend the next 2 hours reading to you their favorite passages from Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. Oh wait, you cut that out? Okay, never mind. As I mentioned before, Howard and Stephanie wanted their wedding to be different. They decided that people should be able to wear whatever they want to the wedding. They want you to be comfortable. For Howard's nephew Jake, that means wearing shorts. Jake, enjoy the moment while you still can. This will probably be the only wedding you can get away with wearing shorts, except for maybe your own. Do they make tuxedo shorts? You may notice that the only people standing under the pergola with me are Howard and Stephanie. For some weddings, the selection of bridesmaids and groomsmen is a point of conflict. Stephanie and Howard decided to avoid conflict and just have all their guests be bridesmaids and groomsmen. So even though you are seated, you are all standing at this wedding. Aren't you glad you didn't have to pay for that teal chiffon dress? In 2002, Howard was the maid of honor at the wedding of his brother Mike and sister-in-law Cindy. So this is just Howard returning the favor. Congratulations, Cindy. You are now a groomsman. So why did Stephanie and Howard decide to get married? After all, they've been living together for years. I have a theory that they did this for their beloved dog, Bear. Unfortunately, Garden rules prevented Bear from attending the wedding. My theory is that even though Bear is a bitch, there is no reason she has to be a bastard as well. You can probably tell that this ceremony is a little different from others that you've attended. Howard was afraid that if the ceremony was too sentimental, Stephanie would spend the whole ceremony crying uncontrollably, which we all know would then lead to him crying uncontrollably. The theme for this wedding is something very near and dear to Stephanie and Howard, Portland. I personally think it was just a way to save money on decorations. The decorations literally grow on trees. Of course, Howard and Stephanie wouldn't be where they are now with the love and guidance of their parents, Carol and Stuart Horn, and Steve and Colleen Swenson. Carol and Stuart, Howard wants you to know that he's sorry he's not marrying a Jew. Steve and Colleen, Stephanie wants you to know she's sorry she's marrying a vegetarian.
Okay.
I still think they did pretty well for themselves. There comes a point in most wedding ceremonies where the officiant asks everyone assembled if there is anyone who has any reason why the couple should not be married. Anyone who thinks that Stephanie and Howard should not be married is stupid. These two have been inseparable since pretty much the first time that I've seen them together. They are so much in love and complement each other so well. Having said that, is there anyone here who thinks that these two should not be married? Now's your chance. I thought not. Howard and Stephanie agonized for a long time over what their vows should be. In the end, they decided to keep the vows very simple and direct. Howard, do you want to marry this woman?
Yes.
Why?
Because I love her and I can't imagine my life without her.
Stephanie, do you want to marry this man?
Yes.
Why?
Because I love him and I can't imagine my life without him.
I have Stephanie and Howard's rings here. One or the other. Actually, it might be the other way around.
All right.
I forgot that you give her hers and she gives you his. Rings are exchanged at weddings because they are a symbol of the eternal nature of love and have no beginning and no end. As having no beginning and no end, excuse me. Howard and Stephanie have selected rings that are a bit different. Yes, they are a band with no beginning and no end. But instead of being a single loop of metal, their rings are made of mesh. This mesh is a symbol of the intricacies of love. Love is not just fairy tales and rom-coms. It also includes complexities and quirks that make it stronger and brighter. Stephanie, repeat after me. With this ring I be wed. Howard, repeat after me. With this ring I be wed.
With this ring, I do win.
Now, by the power vested in me by the state of Oregon and the internet, I pronounce Stephanie and Howard married.